In a small town full of life, there lived a girl named Emma. She was smart, kind, and hard-working, but inside her heart, she always felt like she was not enough. Every day, Emma looked at other people. She compared her clothes, her skills, and even her smile, and every time she felt smaller. At school, there was a girl named Lily. She always answered questions quickly. Emma watched her and thought, "She is so much better than me." Emma looked at her own work. It was good, but she didn't see it that way. She only saw what she lacked. During art class, another student painted beautifully. The colours were bright and full of life. Emma quietly hid her own drawing. "I'm not as good," she thought. "Why even try?" Her confidence slowly disappeared. At home, Emma looked at herself in the mirror. She compared her face to others she had seen. "Why can't I be like them?" she whispered. The more she compared, the more unhappy she became. Even when she did well, it never felt enough. There was always someone better. One evening, her mother noticed her quiet face. "Emma, what's wrong?" she asked gently. Emma hesitated before answering. "I feel like I'm not good enough," Emma said. "Everyone else is better than me." Her voice was full of doubt. Her mother smiled softly. "You are not everyone else," she said. "You are you." Emma frowned slightly. "But being me doesn't feel special," she said. "It just feels normal." Her mother gently touched her hand. "Then maybe you are looking in the wrong direction," she said. Emma did not fully understand. That night, Emma lay in bed thinking. Her mind replayed every comparison she had made. She felt tired of feeling this way. Suddenly, a soft light filled her room. The walls faded and everything became quiet. Emma slowly opened her eyes. She was no longer in her room. She stood in a glowing space filled with soft light. It felt calm and peaceful. A gentle woman appeared in front of her. "Emma," she said softly, "why do you compare yourself so much?" Emma looked surprised. "Because I want to be better," Emma said. "But it only makes me feel worse." Her eyes looked sad. The woman nodded. "Then let me show you something," she said. She raised her hand and a vision appeared. Emma saw a garden full of different flowers. Some were tall, some were small, and all had different colours. It was beautiful. Emma looked closely at the flowers. Each one had a different shape and colour. None of them looked the same, yet they all looked beautiful together. "Why do they look so perfect together?" Emma asked. "They are all so different." She tilted her head in curiosity. The woman smiled gently. "Because they are not trying to be each other," she said. "Each flower simply grows in its own way." Emma watched a small flower reaching toward the sunlight. It did not look at the others. It only focused on growing. "So they don't compare?" Emma asked. Her voice was softer now. She was beginning to understand something. "No," the woman replied. "If they did, they would never bloom." Her words felt simple but powerful. Suddenly, Emma saw one flower begin to fade. It looked at a taller flower and seemed to shrink. Its colours became dull. "What's happening to that one?" Emma asked quickly. She felt worried for the fading flower. "That flower started comparing itself," the woman said. "Instead of growing, it focused on what it was not. The flower became weaker and smaller. It stopped reaching for the sunlight. It lost its beauty." Emma's eyes widened. "That's like me," she said quietly. Her voice trembled a little. The woman nodded slowly. "You have been looking at others for too long," she said. "You forgot to look at yourself." Emma looked down at her hands. "I always think others are better," she admitted, "and I feel worse every time." "That feeling will never stop," the woman said. "Not until you change where you look." "What do you mean?" Emma asked. She wanted to understand. "Stop looking at others," the woman said gently. "Start looking at your own growth." Emma stayed silent for a moment. "But what if I'm not good enough?" she asked again. "You are not supposed to be perfect," the woman said. "You are supposed to grow." The garden around them began to glow softly. Every flower stood tall in its own way. None of them looked worried. Emma took a deep breath. "Maybe I've been looking in the wrong direction," she said. For the first time, she felt a small sense of hope. Emma looked around the garden again. Everything felt calm, yet her heart felt heavy. "Why does it still hurt?" she asked softly. "I understand what you're saying," she continued, "but I still feel like I'm not enough." Her voice began to shake. The woman did not interrupt her. She simply listened with a calm expression. She knew Emma needed to speak. "I see people who are smarter than me," Emma said. "More beautiful, more talented, and I feel small next to them. It feels like no matter what I do, it's never enough," she said. Her eyes began to fill with tears. "I try my best," she whispered, "but someone is always better." A tear slowly rolled down her cheek. As Emma spoke, the garden around her became slightly darker. The flowers lost some of their brightness. Her emotions affected everything. Emma noticed the change. "It's happening again," she said. "Just like the flower before." The woman stepped closer to her. "Yes," she said softly, "because you are still comparing." "But I can't stop," Emma cried. "It just happens in my mind." Her voice was filled with frustration. "You cannot stop the thought immediately," the woman said, "but you can choose what to do next." Emma wiped her tears slowly. "What do I do then?" she asked. Her voice was quieter now. "Look at that flower again," the woman said. "What is it doing wrong?" Emma watched the flower carefully. "It stopped growing," she said. "It only looked at the others." "Exactly," the woman replied. "It forgot its own path." Emma's eyes widened slightly. "So I've been doing the same thing," she said. Her voice was soft but clear. "Yes," the woman said gently. "You are measuring yourself by others instead of growing yourself." Emma took a deep breath. Her heart was still heavy, but something inside her began to shift. "Then I need to change," she said quietly. "You don't need to become someone else," the woman said. "You only need to become a better version of yourself." The garden slowly became bright again. The flowers stood tall and colourful. Emma looked at them with new eyes. Emma looked around the garden again. This time it felt different. The flowers no longer made her feel small. "They're all different," she said quietly, "but they are all beautiful in their own way." Her voice sounded calmer now. The woman nodded. "And so are you," she said. Emma did not answer, but she did not disagree either. Emma looked at her hands slowly. For the first time, she wasn't comparing them to anyone else. She was simply noticing them. "What should I do when I start comparing again?" Emma asked. She wanted something she could remember. "Notice the thought," the woman said. "Then gently bring your focus back to yourself." "Look at what you are doing," the woman continued. "Ask yourself, am I growing today?" Emma nodded. "So I don't need to be better than others," she said. "I just need to be better than before." The woman smiled warmly. "That is the right direction," she said. "That is how you bloom." The glowing garden began to fade slowly. Emma felt herself being pulled back. "Remember what you learned," the woman said. Emma opened her eyes. She was back in her room. The sunlight shone gently through the window. She sat up slowly and looked around. "It felt so real," she whispered. Her heart felt calmer than before. Emma got ready for school as usual, but something inside her felt different. She felt a little lighter. At school, the classroom was full of noise and energy. Emma looked around at her classmates. The old feeling started to return. "She is better than me," the thought appeared again. Emma paused for a moment. This time, she noticed the thought. She took a small breath. "It's just a thought," she told herself. "I don't have to follow it." Emma looked down at her own work. Instead of comparing, she focused on improving it. "What can I do better?" she thought. She started writing more carefully. Her attention stayed on her own progress. Slowly, she felt more in control. The teacher walked by and gave a small nod. "Good work, Emma," she said. Emma smiled a little. For the first time, Emma felt proud of her effort, not because she was the best, but because she was improving. Emma sat with her classmates during break time. She listened to their conversations, without comparing herself. For the first time, she felt calm around them. A girl next to her showed a beautiful drawing. Emma looked at it carefully. The old habit tried to come back again. "She is better than me," the thought appeared. Emma paused and noticed it. Then she gently let it go. "That's her journey," Emma thought. "I have my own." A small smile appeared on her face. Emma looked at her own drawing. It was not perfect, but it was improving. "I did better than yesterday," she thought. She showed it to her friend without fear. "I'm still learning," she said. Her voice sounded more confident. Her friend smiled. "It's really nice," she said. Emma felt warm inside. This time, Emma believed it. Not because it was perfect, but because she knew she was growing. That feeling was new to her. After school, Emma joined the others outside. She didn't wait or hide anymore. She simply walked forward. She laughed and played with them. She wasn't the best, but she was part of the moment. And that was enough. That evening, Emma walked home under the warm sunset. The sky looked beautiful, just like before. But now she felt different inside. Her mother saw her smile. "You look happy today," she said. Emma nodded gently. "I stopped comparing myself," Emma said. "I focused on my own growth instead." Her voice was calm and clear. Her mother smiled warmly. "That is a powerful change," she said. "You've found your own path." Emma thought for a moment. "I still compare sometimes," she admitted, "but now I know what to do." She remembered the glowing garden, the flowers standing in their own way. The lesson stayed in her heart. "I will keep growing," Emma said softly, "at my own pace." Her eyes looked forward, not sideways. From that day on, Emma focused on herself. She learned, improved, and slowly became more confident, not by comparing, but by growing. The town remained the same. People were still different from each other, but Emma no longer felt small among them. Emma learned that comparing steals your joy, but growing your own path brings it back. Remember, you don't need to be better than others, only better than who you were yesterday.